Welcome to Awaken Together with Christina. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. And Emotional Freedom Technique combines ancient Chinese acupuncture points, because we're working with the meridians in our body at these points, but we're not sticking them with needles, and psychology. So basically what EFT is tapping on your meridians in a sequence while you're saying affirmations and statements to release traumas and emotions that are trapped in our bodies. This tapping technique, it turns off the fight or flight syndrome. It calms the body, it calms the brain. It is literally the language of the body. Tapping, touch, is the language of the body, and when you do that on the meridians, the energy points of your body, it really speeds up the releasing process. So with the tapping, it tells your body that it is safe to release the trauma, to release the emotion. And one of the tools that we can do to make this even more effective and to help it to clear even faster is to make sure that we bring up the emotion of the situation. We need to bring it up emotionally and get that charge going. Then start tapping on it, and then release it. And then we're going to follow it with positive, affirming I am affirmations to make sure that we bring in good after we release what no longer is serving us. And this technique literally rewires your brain. So it's phenomenal. It rewires your brain so that you perceive things differently after you tap. You literally perceive it differently after you tap. It's amazing. And this works on not only emotional, psychological, but also works on physical pain, discomfort. It has healed people from ailments. Physical, not only emotional and mental, but physical. It's amazing. It's like, what? How is that even possible? I think there's more to, there's a lot more to us. There's a lot more going on energetically than what we ever realized. And this proves it. So anyway, let's try some out. I wanted to try out some tapping, and I'm going to try to make it as general as I can, just so you can kind of insert what you would like to tap on. So first, what we need to do is identify what you would like to tap on. And again, it could be pain, it could be a stressful situation at work, it could be an old trauma, it could be a worry. It could be a desire for more self-love, more self-worth. It could be something that you would like to manifest in your life. Anything. So think about that. And then step 2 is to talk about it and think about it. That brings up the negative emotion of it. It brings up the charge of it. You might want to stop the video right here, pause, and drum it up in your mind, talk about it out loud, and bring up that emotion of whatever it is that you would like to change or shift in your life. And then once you bring up the emotion of it, give it a number so that this change is measurable for you. So on a scale of 1 to 10, give it a number of how intense the pain is, or the stress is, or the overwhelm, etc. Give it a number. Then let's start tapping. Oh, and don't let me forget. First, I gotta show you where the tapping points are. First, we're gonna do this karate chop point. 4 fingers right there, just on the side of your hand, right there in between your pinky and your wrist. Second point is this little point right there on your eyebrow, just on the bone. So I put 2 fingers, and you can do one hand, or you can do 2 hands. Next point is right there next to the eye on the bone. Again, I use 2 fingers. You can do 1 hand, or you can do both. The next one is right here under your eye, on the bone, in the middle of your eye. Again, you can use 1 hand or both, doesn't matter. And then right here, in this little crease right in between the nose and the mouth, you can go like this, or I like to kind of go like that, so I make sure I'm getting it. And then this little crease in your chin, right there. I got fingernails, so I kind of do those sideways. And then, see this little bone right there? Just go down about 1 inch. And then I just use my whole hand to make sure I'm getting this point. And again, you can do 1 hand or both. Doesn't matter which hand. And then right at the bra strap line is the next one. And you just want to make sure you tap 5 to 6 times on each point. And then last point is right here on the top and the center of your head. And then this first statement is the only time that we use the karate chop. All right, so we're ready. Let's do this. So the first statement is, even though I have this blank, I completely and totally love and accept myself. Even though I have this, I totally and completely love and accept myself. Fill in the blank, whatever it is, guys. Even though I have this or feel this blank, I totally and completely love and accept myself. And I'm going to tap on self-love and self-worth. So I'm going to start out with just kind of bringing up the situation and the emotion. I was called Little Dummy as a child. My father referred to me as Little Dummy. I've always been talked down to by others. Always felt like I could never do anything right. I always felt like I just wasn't smart. I always felt like I wasn't smart. Never got straight A's. Always felt like I wasn't smart. Always felt like I was a failure. So many things I tried and I failed. So many things that I tried and I failed. I wanted to accomplish so much more. All these things I failed at. All these things I failed. All the sadness that I felt. All the grief that came from the failure. All the times that people told me I wasn't good enough. All the times they treated me like I was nothing. All the times that they rejected me and showed me that they didn't care. All the times that they were mad because I was just being myself. All those times I was put down for being myself. All those times I felt shamed. All those times I felt guilt because I knew I did something wrong. All those times that I sinned, I know that I sinned. I know that it was a sin. All those times. All those times I didn't listen to my intuition. All those times. I'm choosing to let it go now. I'm choosing to let it go now. I did the best that I could at the time with what I knew at the time. I choose to let it go. I forgive myself. And I forgive others. I forgive myself for believing them. I forgive them. They were just hurting themselves. They were hurting people. Just trying to protect themselves like I've tried to protect myself. I'm choosing forgiveness. And I'm letting them go. I'm forgiving myself. I'm forgiving them. Because I know that wasn't right. I know that I'm worthy. God created me. God made me this way. How can anybody else say I'm not worthy? How can I think I'm not worthy? God created me just like this, on purpose. This is no mistake. This is no mistake. I accept myself just as I am right now. I love myself just as I am right now. I know I did the best that I could. I know I did everything that I could, the best that I could. I tried to do everything right. I tried to do good by others. And now I'm choosing to let it all go. And I'm choosing self-love. And I'm choosing self-worth. I love me. I love me. I am worthy. am a child of God. God created me. Shh. I love me. I am worthy. I love me. 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 I am worthy. I am more than worthy. I love myself. I'm a great person. I deserve great things. I deserve happiness. I deserve freedom. I deserve to feel good about myself. I deserve to let all of this go. Whoa, that was pretty powerful. Woo. So follow along with that. And wow, I feel pretty amazing right now. I definitely let some stuff go. And I hope that this feels as great to you as it did to me. So if you have any questions or comments, please do so below. Thank you for watching and following along. Thank you. And go have happy lives.